Well, if you're going to support the Boks, you need to know your stuff. The World Cup is in Japan, and make no mistake, that country has a rather unique culture. Let's get some background now, and Michael Morelia joins us now. So, Mike, Japan is probably more famous for martial arts. What do they know about rugby?
Absolutely. We've got to remember, though, Koli, as we work through some of these terms throughout the morning, that the Japanese actually beat the Springboks in the Rugby World Cup in 2015. So in honor of the Japanese, we've fitted some of the Boks in karate suits. I don't know what you think of their new outfits. Siya Kolisi, the Beast, Francois Lowe, Willie Leroux, looking quite snazzy, I think, wearing their black belts. But let's get through and talk about those terms as I hand the ball over to you. And let's explore rugby in Japan. First of all, rugby, the game, is actually known as rugby. Not too difficult when you think about it, but some of these terms are going to get a little bit tougher to say. How do you say "Go Springboks" in Japan? Well, here it is. Ike Supu Ringo Boku. I like the sound of that. Supu Ringo Boku. Really gets the blood flowing. Of course, tackling is very important. That's Dwayne Vermeulen you're seeing over there making a tackle against the All Blacks. And if you were in Japan, you would say Takuru Shiru. Say it with me, Koli.
Takuru Shiru.
There we go. There we go. Now you're sounding like a Bok fan. The scrum in Japan, also very important. Suku Ramu. So if you want to get the forwards really excited, what do you say to them? Suku Ramu. Let's talk very quickly about the back line. That, of course, is Willie Leroux going over the line for the Boks, and he is scoring what? He is scoring a torai. In other words, a try. It really isn't all that difficult. But let's talk about the most important thing when it comes to rugby, and that's biltong. Believe it or not, the Japanese actually have a term for biltong, Koli, and this is what you say when you want some. Biroton wa doko dasuka. Where is the biltong? Don't worry about the sushi. Biltong is what's important when you're watching the Springboks. Also, beer. And this is fascinating. The Japanese have two different phrases, depending on how you're feeling. If you're celebrating, you say, I need beer. In other words, biru nomu. But if you need beer because your team is losing, Koli, then it's another phrase entirely. And this is what it is. Buru no manokaya mita re nai. Of course, you'll be hoping that the Springboks won't lose tomorrow and we won't need beer for all the wrong reasons. We'll also be hoping that the ref is on our side, and if he isn't, this is what you say. Anu referee mi metieno. And finally, if things go completely pear-shaped and you want to forget about rugby entirely, Koli, what do you do in Japan? Well, of course, it's time for karaoke, and the word there is karaoke shio. Koli, it's
Mike,
time for karaoke.
I'm not sure if I should believe you. You're probably speaking gibberish there. But anyway, you've taught us Japanese. Let me tell you, or teach you now, how to throw a rugby ball or a pass. I'm going to throw it to you because you know nothing about it. So, Jeff, I know that you're going to be in conversation with a former player and a coach.